I had to become who I became. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I had to, everybody go through shit. Everybody got different shit they go through in their life, you know what I'm saying? But shit, I had to go through what I had to go through to get where I'm going. I'm not even gonna say where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Because I still got higher levels to go to, you know what I'm saying?
Where were you born?
I was born in Louisiana, New Orleans. Actually, I was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But, my mama had me at the hospital, and my grandma stayed in New Orleans, so it was like my mama just had me there because she stayed there. But I stayed with my granny.
And grandmother on your mother's side?
Yeah, my mother's mother.
And was that the only place you lived in before Atlanta?
Yeah, I never stayed no other state.
And you currently reside in Atlanta?
Yeah.
You remember what age it was when you moved?
I was I was either 9 or 10.
And do you remember what the reason was back then for the move?
Yeah, we had evacuated from Hurricane Katrina. It was like 2005.
Do you remember much around that time? The move and the hurricane coming and things of that nature?
I mean, we was gone before the hurricane hit, but I remember I didn't want to bring my game. And my brother was like, just leave it because we coming right back type shit. But we never came back. You know what I'm saying? And when my mama went, I really was looking for that game. Like, I should have brought my shit with me. I was mad about that. I was mad at my brother for that shit.
Now, was it a certain part of New Orleans that you grew up in?
Yeah, across Canal, the 9th Ward. No, downtown.
And back then, before you actually moved to Atlanta because of the hurricane, I don't know how much you know personally, but did your family own the place they were living at? Were they renting the place they were living at?
Actually, it was my grandmother's house for sure, but my grandma had passed away, so I think it was like, be honest, I think the house was like passed down. You know what I'm saying? Like keep getting passed down type shit. So I don't know. I know for sure we had to pay no rent or something. It was like a mortgage maybe on the house or something like that. Maybe. But I was young, so I don't really remember too much. But I know for sure, like, the house was there for a long time. And they passed it down to us.
And you never moved back to New Orleans, but did you ever visit after the hurricane had left?
Yeah, we really I just took, like, me and a couple of bros, we just went back probably like 6 months, I want to say. It probably wasn't even that long. It probably was 4 months ago or some shit. I went down there and, pulled up on everybody and shit.
Oh, so this was very recent what you're talking about?
Yeah, it was like real recent, like a couple months ago type shit.
Did you have any idea what happened to your house after the hurricane had came through?
My mama went back, but when she went back, the house was gone. When I went back, the house definitely was gone. Like, it was just, we went to my old yard, like where my house used to be. But yeah, like a couple folks, really actually only one person only stay on that block where we stayed at. You know what I'm saying? They used to stay there. It's Miss Sheila and them. Everybody else left.
Now, when it came to evacuating Hurricane Katrina, some people stayed put. Some people didn't evacuate. There was everybody had a different reason.
Yeah.
Some was financial. Maybe they couldn't afford to evacuate. Some could have afforded to evacuate but chose to ride it out. And then some evacuated.
Yeah.
Was your family one of the families that evacuated and took the warnings? Again, if you can remember, I don't know if you can, but was your family one that evacuated pretty quickly? Did it wait last minute before you guys did it? Was there thoughts of just riding it out?
Yeah, definitely was thoughts of riding out. Because, in New Orleans, they always have hurricanes and shit. But, I mean, I think that was like a big one for us. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was young, but I remember. But we left for sure early, ahead of time. But my mama had plans on staying. I'm so fucking happy that we didn't though. But shit, we definitely had plans. Like my mom, like, man, we just brought the windows up and just, Cause I mean, shit, they been there before when a hurricane happened. But shit, we dipped. I'm so happy we left. Like, we left probably, I don't know, a few days before. I remember because we was in Alabama watching it on the news and shit, going to Mississippi, watching this shit on the news and I was young. I didn't really understand what was going on. But I remember that shit though.
You do. And then when you guys were evacuating, was it, because, you know, you'll see pictures of this stuff, like everybody's on the highway evacuating, almost like at a snail's pace.
It was definitely a lot of traffic. I remember for sure, it was a lady on the side of the road, on the side of the bushes, like she was using the bathroom. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. And my mama was like, why the hell she didn't turn around the other way? She had her ass facing the road. She was funny as hell.
Now, and that's the thing I always wonder too, like when we see videos and pictures of this stuff, like all the traffic going one direction.
There was a lot of fucking traffic, bro. There was a lot of traffic. That's the only thing I remember. We was sitting like in one spot for a long ass time. It was so much traffic, bro, because everybody was leaving. It was a lot of traffic.
I'm sure there's probably also an example of people running out of gas while they're on the highway.
Yeah, having to use the bathroom, running out of gas, all type of shit, hungry.
Very tough. But you make it to Alabama, and do you actually stay in Alabama for a little bit of time?
I think we was in a hotel maybe for like a day or two, maybe.
Did you already have friends or relatives in Atlanta prior to?
Nah, I ain't know nobody here. I ain't know nobody. It was crazy because like shit, my grandma, she like was like I don't know what the hell she had going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she already had some shit set up. It's not really my biological grandma, you know what I'm saying? But it's like my grandma through my mom. Like my mom used to work for her, and they were so close that kind of like made us family. She used to take care of me too, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, but she was on some shit like, well, she don't give a, like she loved me so much, bro, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to her, but she was on some shit like, take me in. But she always told me everything, you know what I'm saying? She'll tell me shit that she ain't even tell everybody else. So she told me like, shit, she had a house in Atlanta, don't tell nobody, you know what I'm saying? But we got here, she already had a big ass 5-bedroom house and shit, you know what I'm saying? So we moving furniture in the house and shit. I was young, but I remember that shit. So it was like, shit, it was a fresh start, but we was great. Ain't like we was coming out. I mean, we had to we had to get it together for a while, cause my grandma and my mama, that's two different people, you know what I'm saying? So shit, we still had to get our shit right. My mama had to find her apartment, you know what I'm saying? It took probably like 5-6 months. We stayed in a hotel on Pinota Road. Had to get it right. But shit, you know, got everything all right, everything all good.
So a little bit of clarity here. This grandmother, you've been using that phrase this whole entire interview. This was not biological. This was the friend. It's your mother's friend.
Okay, when I tell you about the house, that's like my mama's real mother. You know what I'm saying?
That's
she
the
been passed away when I was real, like when I was a little kid.
I see.
Real young, maybe 4 or 5 years old type shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I say my grandmother, she's like my mama, her, they like kind of like, they like this, you know what I'm saying? They're like this.
Like best friends?
Yeah, basically.
And
she was older than my mama though.
So
it made it like, she wasn't that much older, but like, she was a business lady, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, she kind of like, she rent an old folks home. And she actually moved with the old folks with her to Atlanta. So it's like, okay, I got a house, and I don't leave the people that, you know what I'm saying? She bring the people that's with her. They old or they real old, like can't help themselves get
elderly.
Elderly, yeah, real old. So can't even like wipe their ass type shit, you know what I'm saying? So my mama like a CNA nurse, you know, so she helped with all, you know what I'm saying? So she helped with that. So that's how that went. So
in this 5-bedroom that your mother's friend, which you call grandmother, said, hey, don't tell anybody. She brings the elderly people there with her, and then your family is in that same space, all under the roof at the same time.
It was like this, all right, okay. Only person I moved here with was like my mama. That's really my mama and my dad. my brother, he got his wife and a couple kids, but like my brother, he hold his own weight, you know what I'm saying? So he had kind of like went back to New Orleans. He was like, I remember him going back and forth. He'll come down here for a little while, go back to New Orleans. But like we stayed in the hotel. We were still staying in the hotel. My grandmother already had the house, but that's like her business. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
so
that
she
was
just
like her house. That was the grandma house. But grandma, I'm just gonna put it like that. Grandma had that cheese. You know what I'm saying? Grandma had that set. Like grandma had already paid, bought her house, bought her another house. But like this her business. You see what I'm saying? So she had a big house and she had a house where like she called it the business, where she got the old folks standing up paying rent every month. You know what I'm saying? So shit, that's how that went. But over time, my mama, got her shit together. She was also working for my grandma, so she was getting money too. So shit, that's like we got our shit together too. You know what I'm saying? In a little bit amount of time, be able to be stable.
But you never lived in that 5-bedroom house your grandmother told you about.
Actually, it was a time like when my grandma's so like Christian, like I got to pull my pants up, can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like two different lifestyles. You see what I'm saying? When I go around them, I gotta like act a certain way. So it was a time where I stayed with my grandma for like on some like I don't know. I'm gonna say on some discipline type shit. You know what I'm saying? I go to my grandma's house to like kind of like sort of like stay on the little right. You know what I'm saying? Go to school because she stayed right there by the elementary school. So I go to school every day, but that don't last for so long. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up going back to my mama's house.
But when you originally come to Atlanta from the hurricane evacuation, it's a hotel you're staying in.
Yeah, we stayed in a hotel for sure.
And then eventually you get an apartment on Panola?
Nah, we stayed in a hotel in Panola.
Oh.
And I moved to County Road.
Ah.
That's what like, we ain't never like stayed nowhere else. Like I always like stayed on County. We moved to County Road. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the 1.5.
That's the script, that 1.5 script.
What is that actually? What does that 1.5 stand for?
It actually came from like, you know how like Boulder Crest got 32. Every like little hood got their own little number, got numbers of section. I don't know like where all of them come from, but some might be from the bus, some might be from somebody's door number, or, you know what I'm saying? But that's the route, the bus route that run up and down our street is 15. So like it's called like the 15 script. Just like if you go to Boulder Crest, it'd be like this, you on 32. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. But we just like made it to our own shit, like it's 1.5, like actually that shit just went viral on its own. You know what I'm saying?
And you put and somehow a point comes into play because it's 1.5.
I don't know.
But you guys say 1.5.
It just the point just really just made it like real, like just made it gang shit, made it our own shit. You know what I'm saying? The point I don't even know where the hell it came from, but it just separated the 1.5 like and not make it 15 basically.
I see.
And make it our shit.
Now, how were you accepted or not accepted? Being a transplant from New Orleans, coming to Atlanta, you're on Candler Road.
I got into it like maybe my second day outside. So like I never forget. It was with a guy named Trey. You know what I'm saying? We cool to this day though. He still call me and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I had gotten to a little altercation with him. Well, really with his little brother. You know what I'm saying? And then like we got into it or whatever. I think we got to find some shit, I don't know. And then like his mama knocked on my mama door and shit. I was like fresh over there. I just moved over there. I got somebody else's mama knocking on my mama door. You know what I'm saying? But it was I kind of like I always was popular because it was like I was from there. Everybody called me Inno. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like stood out because I went from around, but I knew everybody. Over the time, I started like growing, knowing everybody. You know what I'm saying? So everybody always fucked with me because I was so small. I don't know. That shit was just crazy, really.
Now, there were some people that evacuated Hurricane Katrina from New Orleans to Atlanta, and they became permanent transplants, like you, right? They never go back to New Orleans. Atlanta's their new life. And then there's some that come to Atlanta and then eventually go back to New Orleans and rebuild or pick up where things left off, and they stay in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any friends or other family that moved to Atlanta like yourself from the evacuation?
Yeah, my brother. Like my brother, my mama just actually came back. Like I want to say like this month maybe. My mama only been back probably like 30 days maybe. But my mama just was staying out there. My brother stay out there right now. You know what I'm saying? So like they was on some shit like well like shit they they that's their real home. So shit. They feel like Atlanta country, and I was a little kid, so shit, I had to kind of like grow into it, and then when, like me growing up, it actually wasn't so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I met the folks I met, rocked out with them. Shit, it was what it was.
But as a little kid, did you have any little kid friends that
Yeah.
came to Atlanta from New Orleans
No,
too?
no. Not came. They stayed. Like the friends that I did have, someone went to Houston. Majority of them went to Houston, really, actually. Well, a couple of them went to Houston. And Jared and Jaru, they the only one that stayed, like, in Atlanta, in New Orleans. So when I go back, I go to their house. And they stay on the same property that they stayed on when we was little-ass kids, so.
Now, do you know what ended up happening to your? I know when you and your friends actually recently go back to New Orleans, you see that your biological grandmother's house isn't there anymore. But do you know what actually happened to your grandmother's house? You know, a week, 2, 3, 6 months after the hurricane, Katrina goes through New Orleans. Do you know what ended up happening to your house back then?
That shit, I don't know. That shit was gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know that bit was shit gone. I don't know if it like kind of fell and they knocked it all the way down. I don't know really. Be real, bro. I was gone. Shit.
And I know you were young, so you might not even.
I was young. I wouldn't even. I don't know.
And was that a culture shock when you actually come to Atlanta from New Orleans, or no?
I mean, it was. I don't know. I was young, so you got to think like I was just like a little kid. In my mind, I'm thinking I'm going right back. Honestly, I didn't think like the whole city was gonna be fucked up and all that. I'm thinking like shit, we were actually really just gonna be gone for like a weekend or not even really that long, a day or two. Let the hurricane go by and we go back home. But shit, it ain't go down like that.
Was that an easy or hard transition for you to live in Atlanta that young, evacuating the hurricane in New Orleans?
It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. I mean, shit. It definitely was hard. I was a little kid, so you know how this shit be. Whatever go on, you can't really control it anyway. So shit, it was what it was.
I know, but that can be tough sometimes for a kid, especially when they grow up with a certain a group of other kids, and they're used to seeing the same friends and stuff all the time, and now they're all of a sudden they got to pick up and go to a whole new place.
I mean, it be like that, but I never been like the kind of guy like to be like, I don't know. I'll be all right. I mean, because I kept in touch with them, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be like, I don't know, change the way I'm living because I can't be around some guys or even family members. Shit, fuck it. I keep in touch with them and shit. They live how they live, I live how I live. You know what I'm saying? As long as we always can 3-4 years from now, even if it's a Facebook test or something, you know what I'm saying? Just as long as you like keep in touch, like I don't really think that shit matter.
Because some kids, they have a hard time, like I said, you're used to a certain crop of kids you're growing up with in elementary school or middle school, and now you pick up and you're with a whole bunch of new kids you've never seen before, never grew up with, and, we've seen those movies, those TV shows
where... on all type of shit.
Yeah, you're a new kid. It's the new kid, right? You're the new kid and you're outcasted, or you're the new kid and you work your way up socially and you become popular?
Yeah, that's how it was for me, actually, on God. It was like that. Because I never, definitely never got picked on or no shit like that. I was always cool. So me come from New Orleans, I was a little bad little kid, smoking at an early age and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hanging around the dice games and all that. So far as the street wise, everybody always shit, look at me they fucked with me, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what the hell you doing still out here? I was that guy, you know what I'm saying?
Now, you did mention your mom, you did mention your dad here. Are they still together?
My dad passed away when I was probably 13. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she's still right here. She's still right here. She finna be watching the interview whenever it come out.
Were they still together at the time of his passing, or did your parents?
Yeah, that was together.
Okay, so they never split.
Nah, they never split. It's crazy, like, be real. Cause like, I mean, shit, I got like, it's funny, bro. But shit, I got like 3 dads, you know what I'm saying? And damn, now that I'm thinking about it, all of them passed away. Cause it was like, I had a biological father that like, I never really knew like that. I maybe seen him like 1 or 2 times, you know what I'm saying? I can't really remember how he looked. I remember my mama said it was him, but I can't remember how he looked. And then it was like, my mom boyfriend when she was in like high school, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like my mom, like the guy who basically took care of me, who took me in as a baby, you know what I'm saying? That made me actually call him my dad, you know what I'm saying? Cause he like, basically I never knew the other 2, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I knew one of them, but my biological father, I never seen him, so I never knew nothing about him, you know what I'm saying? Until I got kind of like older, my mama told me. But all of them passed away. All 3 of them.
So which one of the 3 was the one that passed when you were 13 that you referenced here?
That was his name, Earl. Like he that's the one like was like really my father figure. You know, make me do homework on weekends and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He was real strict, bro. Like he was the kind like ain't breaks on Broadway. That was his saying, breaks on Broadway. Like I always gotta do math problems and like he was on my ass. Like he used to really be on my ass. Like if he was here, certain shit wouldn't go down type on my ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
This is the father that you mentioned that, what you call father. This is the one that takes you in very early in age?
Yeah, early.
That you referenced here?
Yeah. That like, I mean, shit, that's all I knew, like, for being my dad. Until I kind of got older, you know what I'm saying? My mom explained whatever, but shit, he used to be on my ass, bro. Like, God forbid, but God forgive me, I mean, but like, it's sometimes I used to be like, man, I hope this nigga die, bro. Like, that's how much he used to get on my ass, But now I see it don't make sense. Like, shit, he always just wanted me to, like, be somebody for real. You know what I'm saying? But it used to be, like, unnecessary roughness. Roughing the passer, goddamn.
How did he pass away, if you don't mind me asking?
It was a heart attack, like, massive heart attack. Some shit like that, yeah, heart attack for sure.
Were you there when it happened?
That's a crazy, wild question, because, like, I remember I told you I stayed with my grandma at a time. So it used to be times like, well, on the weekend I used to go to my grandma's house, but I had to go home for school, you know what I'm saying, on the weekdays. So one weekend I go to my grandma's house, and on Sunday night, my dad didn't pick me up. I'm like, what the hell? But actually I was kind of happy because I'm like, shit, I ain't gonna go to school tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, shit, I ain't gonna go to school. But I still ended up going to school, goddamn. But my book bag was at the house. So I got a key. I remember I had to get a key from my mama and shit. I went in the house. I was scared. I never forget this shit. I was scared. Like, shit, I ran through the house. I remember I had clothes hanging up and shit. The house was quiet here. Got my book bag, ran out. You know what I'm saying? Locked the door back. But when I got home from school, like, shit, my mama told me my dad passed away. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, he was in the house. When I went inside the house, he was in there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I just never went inside my mama's room and looked around and searched around and looked for him because I was so damn scared. I got my shit and got the hell on. But shit, he was in there on the floor the whole time. Like, so when I got out from school, my mama told me he had a heart attack and shit, you know. But, you know, it was just natural cause, natural life shit. You know how this shit go.
So how long was he actually dead for while he was in the house?
Well, a day or some shit. Well, whatever, however long that was. He must have died, like, had to be sometime Sunday night type shit, you know what I'm saying, Sunday. And then it was the whole Monday. They ain't found him till, like, before I got out of school type shit, around the Monday day.
Oh, okay, so nobody was at the house.
Nobody was at the house. Nobody
okay.
was at the house. Nobody was at the house.
So, I see. So he had this heart attack and he
By
didn't
himself.
have any
I
way.
think he was in the middle of washing clothes, I think my mama said. It had to be because he had clothes still hanging up and shit, you know what I'm saying? It was still clothes and shit, wet clothes and shit, all that and shit still. So shit. But he was at the house by himself for sure.
And I guess it was your mom who discovered him there.
Yeah, like my mom definitely had. I was at school, so I don't really know how it happened, like how they found him or not. But yeah, it definitely had to be my mom.
When you heard the news, did this surprise you?
Actually, I knew someone, right? Because he don't play about school, like I told you. Like, if he ain't there to pick me up to go to school, something ain't right. And he don't got no friends and shit like that. He don't hang out like that. So I knew someone right, though. I knew someone right.
Well, I also want to clarify the question I just asked. Did he show any signs of health problems, perhaps, before
no.
the heart attack?
Ever. That's why I was like kind of shocking. My mom was shocked because like he never been to the hospital or like, you know what I'm saying? He never had no health problems, ever.
And you mentioned you had two other quote-unquote fathers in this interview that they both have passed away as well.
Yeah, both of them passed away. One of them had been passed away, like, I think, I want to say, maybe when I first came to Atlanta. I probably was still young. I was still young, but I don't really know too much about him. I don't know him like that. I just know his name, Bobby. I don't know him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can show me a picture. I don't know him. But that was my real father, though, that one that had me.
That was the biological father?
That was my biological father, but him and my mama had whatever they had going on. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Now, I know in this interview you referenced here that she had pointed to him and you had seen a picture of him, or I don't know if you had seen him in person.
No, it was person. It was really actually in person.
Okay.
Like, because in New Orleans, they had these little things they call second line, which I know you probably heard of, but it'd be like a day where everybody be all out there. When I remember, like a little bit, she told me, like, we was talking to him and walked off. She was like, that's your dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your dad. But it took me to get older to even think she was serious. I thought she really was playing to be real, like, because I ain't know.
Have you seen pictures of him since?
Nah, I don't know nothing about that, man.
Do you want to?
Ain't no hard feelings or nothing, but shit, I don't know him like that. I mean, my mama said his daughter, like, still around, you know what I'm saying? Like, she still good, whatever, but I don't know them folks, bro. I don't know them people. It don't hurt, it ain't no pressure, and I don't know them, though, so
I just didn't know if you were ever curious to just see pictures or maybe video of them, if there is any.
I mean, it'd be cool.
See where your part of your looks came from.
That would be cool.
Maybe find out some health information. I don't know if certain things run on his side of the family because, you know, it's your mother and father. So you get some traits from your mother and some from your father.
Yeah.
If certain things run hereditary, genetic, those are things you may want to know if it's possible.
Yeah. I mean, shit, it is what it is. You know, he ain't tell me then, goddamn. Or he wasn't there, whatever they had going on, he wasn't there. I ain't mad at him though, cause it was before I was even in the world. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I knew him and then he went away or shit. I never know him to even hold no grudges. I don't even know. I never seen. You know what I'm saying? It's like out of sight, out of mind.
Ever inquired from your mother why he was not around or why you hadn't seen him until the second line situation?
It was crazy because my mama like used to tell me like little stories. Like, I mean, I think he used to deny me or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like he used to say I wasn't his or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like shit. My mama like I remember when he got old, like he was old or got older, or whatever. And my mom used to be saying shit like, yeah, I used to be denying my baby and shit, but now you probably want him to fix you a glass of water type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never even I just be like, Mom, you know, I ain't never took the shit into consideration. Cause I really don't care, just be real.
You honest when you say that?
I don't know him to care. So it's like, how can I, it's like a situation I don't know nothing about, so how can they even have any feeling about it? And I don't know nothing about it.
After Earl passes away at 13, you're 13, of course. Was there ever another male figure that came into your life?
Definitely not. I mean, as like older brothers, big brothers type shit, but Father? Nah, definitely not.
Did your mother ever have a boyfriend?
Definitely yes.
Uh,
Yeah. I wish she did whatever, you know how mom do whatever she want to do. You know, I don't get into my mama's business. Like, I don't, as long as she don't tell me no shit, then shit, I guess she good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting into my mama, like, relationships and all that shit. My mama too grown for that shit.
just curious because everybody, deals with
Different shit.
deals with one of those figures differently. You hear.
I ain't never had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Even if my mama did whatever she did, like shit, it was separate from me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing to do with that. And no nigga ain't finna act like he my daddy and play with me. Like ain't nothing going on. My mama ain't even finna let no man play with me like that.
You think she kept that stuff away from you just because of a respect type of thing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my mom got too much respect for me, but she know I'm smart too. So I know like shit. She got something going on. She a lady. She fucking with somebody. I probably don't see him. I probably don't gotta see him, but shit, it's my mama. Shit, I know she ain't by herself. Goddamn, lonely somewhere.
Do you have any children at this point yourself?
Yeah, I got one son. My twin.
And that's the same child that's on the artwork for Iceberg.
Definitely.
You're eating chicken wings.
Yeah.
On the cover, and what's he doing in the back there? Just watching you, or?
I mean, that was at a video shoot. Actually, we was shooting a video, and he really was just chilling. I don't know. The shit was hard how they came up with that shit though, but that was just like a random, normal, just cooling. I think it was like on some break time type shit. They had bought us some chicken wings, and we was just eating, waiting on the cars.
You were digging into them.
Yeah, I was eating. They caught me eating. All of us were eating them motherfucker though.
Why use that picture for the that project there? What was the significance of that particular picture? I know you said it was random, but
yeah, it was a random picture, but actually, it was like shit. That picture got voted. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, it was other covers that I kind of liked it. But once the album really was finna come out in 12 hours type shit, I was like, damn, this shit hard. Ain't nothing else harder than this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna say like I second guessed it, but I always was going on like how somebody else, like I asked my whole team, the whole family, everybody around the label, which one they prefer or which one they think. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, shit, I took all the yeses from that one. I said, fuck it, I'm just use this one. Plus it's my son. My first album with my son. And then if you know me, you know like me and my son like this, so shit. It made a lot of sense to me.
Is he on the album?
I mean, shit, almost.
But he's not on any interludes or skits or.
No, he not even on that. No.
Okay, but has he seen the artwork? Is he aware that he's on this artwork?
Yeah, he's seen it. I seen it to him.
What was his reaction?
I mean, that's all he do is watch. That's all he do is watch me, watch my videos and shit. So.
But what did he?
Love it. He like that's all he into. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that was that was his first video shoot. Matter of fact, be real, when we was eating the chicken and shit, that was his first video shoot. Him actually being in the video. You know what I'm saying? So he like that shit, you know.
Are you still with the mother of your child?
Nah, we're not together. Not like relationship-wise, but shit cool though.
Do you raise your child differently since you experienced, in your words, 3 different father figures?
I ain't even really actually experienced 3 different father figures.
I guess I use that terminology wrong, but you know.
I know exactly what you're saying though,
okay,
but it's like, shit. I don't know, cause you gotta think, bro, there's different times. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, it's like different eras, you know what I'm saying? So of course I'm not finna near even like take 1 second out to even want my son to even think about his mama, boyfriend, whoever he may be, like being his father, you know what I'm saying? See, me coming up, like, shit, I was kind of lost. Say I was lost or whatever you may want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really knowing because I'm a kid and I'm only going off of the shit that I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? But me as a father, I'm not finna let my son second guess like, oh, I don't give a damn how many people he see his mama with. He know his daddy is me. You know what I'm saying? Simple. Nobody else can be his daddy. Nobody, no stepdaddy, no. I'm his only father. You know what I'm saying?
And as far as the mother of your child, you said you guys are cool.
Yeah, she good. I mean, we don't talk like every day or like we ain't the best of friends or like, you know what I'm saying? But she good. No, you know, like I hit her up. She hit me up every now and then, check on me. But for the most part, like we don't really talk that much. Like much is like I talk to her mom and her daddy. You know what I'm saying? More. No.
As far as your son, is the time split between you and the mother of your child?
What you mean, like?
The time is your son under your roof?
Nah, he stay with his mama.
Okay.
Well, he stay at their house. So, you know.
Just curious. Because Earl passed away at 13 for you, what's the toughest thing growing up without a father figure?
Man, shit. It was a lot of shit. I just had to grow up on my own, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit my mama couldn't show me. So, like, I used to see it on my own, you know what I'm saying? Just small little shit, like rolling the blunt, just being real, you know what I'm saying? I had to, like, my mama and my dad didn't teach me how to roll a blunt, you know what I'm saying? Or how to shoot dice, or how to do whatever the shit I was doing. So it was like, shit. All the shit I learned from seeing it in the street, you know what I'm saying? Seeing somebody older than me do it, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, I learned what I learned, seen what I seen, did what I did. My daddy wasn't there to say don't do it, so I had leeway, you know what I'm saying? Because I know if he was there, I wouldn't do it. I'm going to tell you the truth. If I know if he was right there, he'll be, or what I call it, he'll be bitching.
How young was it when you rolled up that blunt, smoked marijuana for the first time?
I was young, I ain't gonna lie. I used to always probably hit blunts and shit. But smoking my own blunt, I'm gonna say probably 13. Yeah, probably 13. I probably didn't hit a blunt when I was 12, maybe 11, maybe. I didn't hit a blunt when I was 11.
Growing up in Atlanta, were you the youngest smoking marijuana at that age?
I was the youngest and smallest person around. You know what I'm saying? Over time, I got taller. But I used to be so small, skinny, little. But I was always the youngest person around. And I always hung around older guys. Always.
Let's say somebody's watching this interview, listening to your story, and maybe they are growing up without a father figure. Now, circumstances could be different for everybody, but is there anything you would say to somebody watching this, going through something very similar? Growing up without a father figure, anything you would tell them?
I mean, I don't know the relationship with their mom, but shit, it's really all it's about mom, dude. I mean, if you don't got no father, shit, all you got is your mama. Cause some folks don't even have both, but shit, I'm saying, if you do have your mama, I'm just say just stick with shit. That's all you got. So you gotta stick with mom dudes, you know what I'm saying? Dad ain't there. No. Don't do shit just don't do the shit that you know you're not supposed to be doing, that your mama not gonna be happy of, you know what I'm saying? Some shit. Having a father, being real, bro, it's about how you do it. Cause some folks can use that as their excuse. Shit, I don't got a father, so, but some folks, shit, take that, you know what I'm saying, as an advantage, like, shit, I don't got no father, so I gotta be the father around here. I gotta take care of my own dudes and little sister, little brother, if they do got one, you know what I'm saying? It's different stroke for different folk, bro. But for the most part, I'm gonna say, shit, stick to whoever it may be, your grandma, you might have your granddaddy left. Whoever it is, just make sure you know what I'm saying, stick with them and keep good care of them, you know what I'm saying, take good care of them.
Did you ever find out how your biological father passed away?
I never, probably a heart attack too though. I know ain't no one, I think all three of them died from heart attack, just to be real. I don't think like, nothing happened to them for sure. It was like.
When it came to Earl passing away when you were 13, was that the most impactful death in life you've experienced so far?
Nah, be real. I mean, shit, my dad died, like, he passed away. It's like, damn. But I didn't seen shit like, you know what I'm saying, like, my homie, shit, that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think nothing ever can, like, scar me worse than that, like, me, like, actually, like, being right there, like, trying to talk to my buddy, he not saying nothing back type shit, or I don't think nothing really can fuck me up more than that, you know what I'm saying?
Is that something we can talk about, or?
I mean, shit, cool.
What happened to him?
He got shot, like, it happened in 2013, but it was like on some drive-by shit. Some guy pulled up, I guess, shooting at some other niggas, seen, you know, wrong place at the wrong time, I guess, whatever you want to say.
So he wasn't the intended person to get shot?
Nah, definitely wasn't. Definitely wasn't.
But you saw it, you were there?
I mean, I didn't actually see it, the shooting happened, like, but it happened in front of my door, so it's like, all right, we go to my house, he stay outside, I go in the house type shit, you know what I'm saying? And then it happened like split second type shit, you know what I'm saying? But when I did come outside and act like, was talking to him, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing blood coming from his head type shit, like.
Was he conscious for a little bit? Were you able to?
He ain't say nothing, but it was like, he wasn't dead though, but he was like, I guess what they say, like in shock or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He was still, I remember like blood bubbles and shit, but he ain't say not one word though.
Do you try to, somebody calls an ambulance, I imagine? Somebody calls 911?
Yeah, they called the ambulance and all that.
Do you try?
I was so gone that shit, that wasn't even like the first thought. Like it took like at least like 3-4 minutes for me to just, for my mama to tell me to call his mother. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, I was like so in shock, that shit was crazy.
Do you try to revive him? Do you try to?
I ain't do none of that shit. That shit fucked me up. I couldn't really even believe the shit, really, just be real. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it.
By the time an ambulance comes, he passed away?
Nah, he still was alive from my knowledge. Cause when we got to the hospital, they said he was still alive. Said something about a heartbeat. They got his heartbeat back and all this shit. Then they came back and like, he passed away. That's Quill, brother.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Quill, big brother. He's real brother.
Biological.
Yeah.
Mentally, what does that do to you? I know you said it scarred you.
And shit fucked me up. You know, it's life, but shit, you know how that shit be though. It's different from like I told you, like somebody waking up, passing away, and then like I'm seeing my man like life get took basically, you know what I'm saying? It's like shit.
And not everybody sees something like that.
Definitely don't. Nobody don't supposed to see shit like that. Shit like that don't really supposed to happen to nobody anyway.
It may be depicted on television and in the movies, but in real life, not too many people see that stuff.
In real life, that shit like some movie shit. If you see it in real life, you'll be like, man, this is some movie ass shit. It's some boys in the hood ass shit.
Quill wasn't there?
Nah, Quill wasn't there. He was mad as fuck though, I remember. He was young too, but even at the funeral, I remember little bro was mad as fuck.
You went to the funeral?
Oh, I definitely went to the funeral, yeah. I definitely went.
That wasn't the first funeral ever for you though? that you attended?
I mean, as like one of my friends, yeah.
Okay.
But my dad, my grandma, but like, as far as like a personal buddy, yeah.
How did you cope since that passing?
I mean, I still got Quill and his other brother, his mom and them, his sister. They right there, but shit, you know, we all just, really, he was like the start of our like breaking point. Cause when he passed, that's when we started rapping. That's when, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit changed. We started looking at each other as one. We started hanging tighter. That made us 1-5, really, to be real. When he passed away, that when this shit got real, you know what I'm saying?
What was his name once again?
His name, we call him Domo, his name Dominique.
Okay. Did Dominique see any of you two rapping prior to his passing or no?
That's crazy, cause like, I'm gonna say I was fake rapping. I went out, you know what I'm saying? We was. I remember him going to school, listening to a couple of songs, telling me he been listening to it all day and shit, but it wasn't like the real, you know,
not what
how it is like now.
Yeah.
Like now, this shit really rap. Like, nigga getting paid for this shit.
You've experienced a few deaths in your life. Yeah. This one was the most, I don't know what word to describe here.
Most active. I don't know.
Yeah, this was the.
I don't know how you want to say that.
I was gonna say tragic, but not.
Yeah,
even
that was more well, yeah, I mean, I witnessed a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them was kind of like, it happened, and I just got the word type shit. You know what I'm saying? But this one, like, I really witnessed it with my own 2 eyes, and I'm the one got to tell everybody the story. You know how many times I told the story? Like, you know how many times? But.
And there's another word that I was thinking about, but we'll go with tragic for now. Did you ever seek counseling, therapy, the help of a mental health professional to deal with something like this, especially something that you described as this scarred you?
Yeah, I never did that shit in my life, never. So.
Why not?
I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
Would you? Do you feel like you need the help of something like that to deal with some of those memories there and things that you've experienced?
I don't think that shit can help me. I mean, honestly, because they don't know me, really. They just gonna tell me some shit to make me feel good. Which, after I know when I walk out the door, what about then? So I feel like that shit just a mind thing. It's all a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? If I can have somebody talk to me and make me calm down and make me feel a certain way, that means I can do it myself, basically. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta cope. I just gotta deal with it. No goddamn therapy gonna help.
You know, somebody watching might say, don't knock until you try it.
I was just finna say, I mean, shit, I don't even know, I don't know nobody who just went to therapy because they haven't, you know what I'm saying, suicidal thoughts and shit. I don't know. Smoke a blunt or two. That might help.
Self-medication.
Self-medication. Pop a perk.
What did that death teach you? What did you learn from that, if anything?
I mean, I learned a lot of shit. Hanging certain spots. You know what I'm saying? Being around certain folks. Just shit. Taught me how to move. I mean, actually, like, shit. I know, like, shit, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Watch myself. I can't just be, because shit, that shit can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? You can be going to take the trash out and some shit happen, but it just opened my eyes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never know, like, shit, one of us can even die. Like, shit, I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, shit, we all just hoodlums, hood rats.
Now, I know this is long gone, but hindsight 2020, do you think this could have been prevented or it was inevitable, just wrong place, wrong time?
Yeah, it was definitely wrong place, wrong time. I mean, shit, I still be thinking about this day, like shit, you know, how, why, when, what, but that's some God, you know what I'm saying? That's a question we gotta ask God, shit. We can't question that shit.
What do you miss the most about him?
A glass smile. That bitch got a big ass smile. I don't know, Dominique was like, he was just the one, like, he was just a cool guy, really. The guy he just cool as hell. He ain't really into all the rest of the, you know what I'm saying? He just be chilling, smoking, vibing with the girls. That's all he used to really be on. Like, I could really think about it. You know what I'm saying? He like the Polo and Nike.
Mm.
That's all he really like, the Polo and Nike shit. But other than that, and Rocco, I be Lil Rocco.
Do you have a favorite memory of him you could share with us today? Something specific?
I got a lot of memories with him, but shit, not really just like one specific one. I got a lot of shit like we used to do in the hood, but you know what's up with us.
Have you mentioned him in your music? Have you ever made a song about him?
Yeah, not one song just about him by himself, just the whole song. But I probably say his name, and I mean it's got to a point where they had to tell me like kind of like stop saying his name so much.
Mm.
And I started like using third person, however you know what I'm saying, how you want to put it, started rapping about it, but just not use his name so much.
Would you get emotional when you would say his name in songs?
I probably back then. Now it's like shit, you know. It's like shit, you know. Getting older. I mean shit. I know he can't come back with a song. So, yeah.
I know you said you were fake rapping back then, and you know, even with Quill, it's not what it is musically, how it is now, today, between you two. But what do you think he would think of where you're at in your music career at this point?
I'm gonna say what they say, like shit. You about to take off, boy. Boy, you finna take off, boy. Are you there, boy? You goddamn, you one foot away, all that. So that right there just let me know like shit, we ain't on the same level as goddamn. When we, you know what I'm saying? When we was just writing in some notebooks or recording all, it might be like 5 or 6 of us on one song. Song be like 5 minutes. All of us on one song. Or we might do like somebody on the hook, 2 people on this verse, 2 people on this verse. Then we got 5 people on one song. Yeah.
Was the shooter ever caught?
I don't know about that part. I don't know.
Did you ever move after that situation happened?
We had to move. They made us move.
Because of that particular situation?
Basically got put out because of that shit. Yeah, because they said happened in front of my door and all this shit. Fuck them folks.
And that happened in 1-5?
Nah, that happened on Glenwood, around the corner from 1-5. Yeah. G Block.